So as the new assistant to the president in the newly merged mission with 240 missionaries, 60 of which were just brought from the Ogden mission, I was then serving in downtown Salt Lake City. So when you go to Salt Lake City and you walk around that big temple and like where the Utah Jazz play, like the city, like I was in the city, and that was my area. And then we had other areas outside of that because we were also covering what's called YSA, which is young single adults, which is basically just college kids. So we had to go to the Utah Utes college campus, and we covered like the part of the college kids congregations on Sundays. So, and we also have like this pretty ghetto area of apartments, like super ghetto area. But it was cool because those are the best areas, because that's people, you have so many opportunities to talk to people because they're just everywhere. So you get a lot of reps up and get a lot of work done there. But because it was like this kind of interesting situation where there was a combination of missions and it was just so many things that were new at once, and the job was done by 4 guys before I was there. So it went from 4 people to 2 people, and the merger happened. And so we didn't have a lot of actual like missionary work going on, but most of it was like administrative stuff, training 240 missionaries and just like making sure like everybody's working. You know, we were visiting all the area. It was like I made this analogy in one of my earlier videos. It's like if you worked at like a fast food restaurant, it's like the regional manager or like the area manager. Like they go around to each restaurant and they just make sure everything's flowing, right? And if there's problems, they troubleshoot it and they correct it. And that's what I did, and for those 6 weeks. And then and the guy who I was with at that time, his name was Elder Mendenhall, and he was from Canada. And he was like a little computer looking nerdy guy, but we had a pretty chill relationship. And then after him there was a guy, Elder Nathan Humphreys, and he was a white guy, but he was part of the Spanish speaking mission. Like, so in Salt Lake City there's a wide diversity of people, like from all over the world, like all over the world, the islands of the Pacific, Asia, Africa, Europe, South Africa, like all over the world. People from South America live in Salt Lake area. And so Elder Humphreys was part of the Spanish speaking mission, where they do what we do, but they just speak Spanish. They learn Spanish and they speak Spanish, and they just focus on people who speak Spanish. So now I'm like in this ambassador situation, and my area isn't really doing that well as far as like the missionary work in my specific area, just because of the nature of, you know, we have a city and then like this ghetto apartment like area and college kids. So it's just kind of a strange setup where like in other areas it's just like neighborhoods and families, but here it's like a combination of a whole bunch of things, plus the merger, and plus like just everything. And now my companion's like speaking Spanish, and it's just like this wild situation.